be ONIC PH on the play and GEEK Fam Indonesia. By the way, this is GEEK Fam ID on the draw. Real quick, let me adjust that. All right, TDZ, what can we see? What are we looking at?
Well, at the moment, ONIC PH now playing on the blue side, so they have the priority when it comes to bans. They have removed the Kufra and also the Selena, which is really good when it comes to surprising enemies' attacks. Well, we have the arrows from the Selena and also the jump from the Kufra. And on the side of GEEK Fam, they have also removed the Yuzong and also the Uranus. I think I'm seeing a lot of Uranus picks, or rather bans. I think this Uranus is also one of those heroes that can be easily adapted in this meta right now. What do you think?
I think Uranus is something to respect, and if you don't want your opponent to instantly win a single lane, then most definitely ban it out. Very smart for GEEK Fam. Looking at their picks though, ONIC PH locks in one of the few tanks left in the meta, Atlas, as well as a Jawhead and a Farsa. I do like that combo, the Jawhead and Atlas. There's a lot of, how do we say, verticality involved, a lot of tosses, fatal links, ejector, but wait up, GEEK Fam here locking in the TAMs. Again, this is the next best thing you can get after the Uranus. Again, it's an auto win for most situations in your lane, and also they get their Luoyi, very scary. Still, a lot of teams figuring out how to use her, but I think it's universally accepted that her kit is just good throughout the whole game. Early, mid, late, there's something that Luoyi can bring. But TDZ, I gotta ask you how you feel about Yu Sunshin. It has been a while since we last saw him. He's had a rework. Is he as reliable as most carries?
I completely agree. What YSS is, well, Yu Sunshin is a very mobile marksman right now. I think one of the reasons why they're picking a lot of Yu Sunshin in this current meta is because of his mobility, and also the capability that your toolkit, your ultimate, that can provide vision for your team, because that's a very vital information for your team there. You can choose when to fight. Do we need to fight? Can we win this fight, or do we need to back off? Other than the bone, I think the damage is just a bonus on that one. And also with the mobility, as long as you can proc his passives, his first skill, his dash, will instantly, every time that you will hit your passive, it will lessen the cooldown for at least 1 second. So at least, I think just 2 hits or 3 hits, you should be able to use your first skill again. So a lot of burst, the critical chances as well. It's an automatic critical whenever you change your weapon to a bow or into a sword. So I guess that's a very good marksman for the early game. A very good early power spike, and then one of the best snowball marksman for GEEK Fam. So I think it's a very good marksman for me.
Hold up, gotta ask you. Quite a bit of a side tangent there on Yu Sunshin, just to explain for our viewers essentially why this hero is coming back into the limelight. Here's an interesting pickup from ONIC PH. We saw Basics debut in their lineup last time we went live, and he did play the Hayabusa, but do note he is playing the Hayabusa into the Popol and Koopa. How do you feel about that? Because that's an extra body. I've said in most casts I've done that it's usually a bad idea to draft the Hayabusa into a Popol and Koopa. But I don't know. How do you think this is going to work for ONIC PH, especially with the Hilda? Lineup's already set, man.
That's true. Well, I think because one of the best counters for YSS is just the Hayabusa. You need to burst him in an instant. Again, the shadow kill will follow through the first kill of or the mobility of the YSS
versus GEEK Fam Indonesia, and yep, this rings true, because especially with the Hilda, I think that's going to be their Uranus stand-in, right? It's going to be a distraction for the most part, and yeah. TDZ, let's go ahead and see what kind of action is going to be brought out here by both teams.
Yep, right here. Hilda, again, I just want to add up right there. A nice blue steal, by the way, or rather a blue take on the side of GEEK Fam. And I guess what the playset of ONIC PH here is just try to snowball, try to give a lot of farm, a little bit of space for Hayabusa. And while that is happening though, into the top lane, nice cut here from Ipin, able to secure 1 kill on the name of GEEK Fam. So I guess the play here is try to control the jungle area and also the lanes as early as possible. And while that is happening, though, another takedown here into the bottom lane. This is what I'm talking about. Yi Sun-shin, early power spike, able to get the double kill, and they're trying to chase the Atlas as well, forcing him to use his flicker, and he's out of there.
Wow, the aggression here. Doyoksil really just wanted to get in there. He smelled blood onto basic, flickered in. I think Killing Spree helped him out. He took some damage from the turret, but that's fine. And TDG were not even 2 minutes in. That's already 3 for GEEK Fam ID.
Exactly. That's how fast both teams are trying to play this one out. Since we've seen that most of the core heroes, or even not the core heroes, are using the Assassin Emblem. It means more movement speed, more critical damage. So they're really up to get those early kills and try to snowball as soon as possible. Since it's really difficult for ONIC PH here to catch up if GEEK Fam were able to start their momentum. Again, we're talking about YSS here. Already a double buff here, so I guess the playstyle of GEEK Fam here is to utilize the kit of their mage to move around the map and apply a lot of pressure.
Look at this, DDZ, a huge rotation onto Iaknu once more, and again the mobility brought out by GEEK Fam ID. I am Jago on this Luoyi. The diversion, its range is pretty small at level 1, but nonetheless, it's a faster rotation. No pun intended. Here we go. Ipin smells blood. Wants Jay. He's gonna back out. Too much to handle. Dilar catches out Joker. Ult already in. There's the bite. Ipin gonna run away. Oh no, Contract Inferno not gonna be enough. Could have been bursted down by Venus. He backs out of there. I am Jago throwing out the burst. Venus taken out here. That's going to be another. Chalk it up 5-0 to GEEK Fam ID.
Yep, and look at the skills here, the utilities, the skill set of GEEK Fam ID. Oh, here in the top lane, they're trying to use Koopa to damage Dilar here. The burst of damage from the vacuum as well. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. And take note, they're just level 4 and level 5, and this is a great opener for GEEK Fam to secure again the first turtle of the game.
Yep, and already ONIC PH is down about 2,000. We aren't really seeing how Basic is having a hard time, because I think ONIC PH here is just on purpose avoiding team fights, and I think that's smart. And now Epian able to make the most of how aggressive they were up top, and now in goes Ramzu, regrets it immediately. The retaliation, a little too late here, but nonetheless, nice take on to Iaknu once more. Basic goes down, Joker takes him, and mid as well is very much pressured by GEEK Fam ID. ONIC PH finding it hard to come around, not even 5 minutes in. TDZ 3,000 ahead already.
Wow, and they've already started it up with the Avatar of the Guardian, and they really thought that that they can hold ONIC PH inside the defense of the tier 1 turret, but again, the damage, the AoE of this Luoyi really making it difficult for ONIC PH even to farm, and they're trying, and this is another way around. I really thought that ONIC PH will be the ones going to play aggressively. However, with this rotation, with this mobility coming from GEEK Fam, it's really easy for them to stop this farm from on this Hayabusa's basic Hayabusa. Yeah. So I guess a very good start here. 1-8 for GEEK Fam at the moment.
Yep, and what's cool here is again the way that I am Jago is using the rotation on the diversion from Luoyi is he's just moving from bush to bush, and really there's no way for ONIC PH to see that, right? They have no vision. Well, and aside from Feathered Airstrike, but that's not even global. It's more of a larger range, so he can only check. But really, when it comes down to vision, YSS got this. Doyoksil, right?
That's true. That's true.
Plus the wards, I mean the traps from Popol.
Traps as well, the Avatar of the Guardian, that large AoE. So this is an AoE gaming here for GEEK Fam. They're utilizing it perfectly, just making sure that there's really no space. They're choking out ONIC PH inside their base, even trying to take down all of their jungle creeps away from them. And another turtle take, by the way, from for GEEK Fam. And Doyoksil will be the ones going to take it. So I guess one of the best ways for them to stop the bleeding is to play defensively, play a little bit of a turtle, and then wait for an opportunity for Basic to get his items. And then once he's able to get at least one core item, he went for a Raptor Machete right now. I guess an endless battle should be enough, and then try to hold down and lock down this YSS. But that really proves it difficult because the Avatar of the Guardian is always there for them to assist if there's any opportunity from ONIC PH to catch him out.
Yeah, it looks like Doyoxil here gonna go first for a Tempest of Blades. Sorry, Blade of Despair, Tempest of Blades. That's
yeah, VLT already.
Blade of Despair here. And yeah, even Ramzu here is getting more farm than Basic on the side of ONIC PH, so that's trouble. Definitely.
That's true. And look at the positioning of Geek Fam here. Okay, we'll take down your tier 2 turret. Do you want to contest? Well, it will force a lot of heroes here from ONIC PH. Even using the ultimate of YSS here, they knew that there are only 2 heroes here in the bottom lane. The rest of ONIC PH is trying to defend the lane against Thams, which is again one of the best lane holders here for Geek Fam. Yeah, you can try to kill me, but when I pop my Contra and Inferno, it's time for you to go out.
Yep, and again, it counts to see where I Am Jago is leading his teammates. From bush to bush, really, there's only so much you could do. But down bottom, check this out. Ramzu caught out by Jay and Iyaknu. Again, what they're doing here is they're waiting for ONIC PH to throw out their skills, because it's a very skill-heavy lineup. Now, Joker takes out Iyaknu. That's already -1 here for ONIC PH. In goes Basic. He's getting bit down by Popol. Shadow kill just to save himself. Falling. Oh, no, sorry. Feathered airstrike here. Oh no. There's Elite Fatal Links, but it's too much. Ramzu goes down 3 for none. Currently, my coffee hasn't kicked in yet, but ladies and gentlemen, this match is going out quick. Off to the races. Our Geek Fam ID, and not a single turtle they miss.
That's true, and it was a very nice attempt from ONIC PH, but a little bit of miscommunication. Oh My Venus was forced to use his Feather Airstrike to finish the kill on Joker's Popol and Koopa, but unfortunately, Joker used his Flicker just at the nick of time, and well, even though you are able to catch out 3 heroes using the Fatal Links, but there's no follow-up at all. While here in the bottom lane, again, another ultimate here from YSS, trying to wrap around inside the tier 2 turret here. Ramzu just tanking up. Okay, I'm here to tank all of your damage. The taunt as well with the pushback. Another tier 2 turret secured here by Geek Fam ID.
Alright, looking at how Ramzu's building this, he has the Cursed Helm. He also has the Queen's Wings. This Gatot is set. Like, it's interesting how the main tank for Geek Fam ID started in the side lane. Now this is a new meta building here at TDZ. Usually, if you see a Popol and Koopa in mid, that's usually the main tank. But no, here it's the Gatot, and he's able to do it. So I love how Geek Fam ID is starting to redefine how the 1-3-1 works.
That's true, and well, I really do get the how Ramzu itemized his hero. He went for the Cursed Helmet. It will be easier for him to clear out the waves, and also with his first kill. So I guess that's one of the reasons why that or rather Ramzu had a lot of farm on his hands right now. And once he's able to get his Cursed Helmet plus the Queen's Wings, he's just give all the farm to his core heroes, and that should be enough for him to tank up all of this damage at this current time. Almost 10 minutes in, and we're looking at the net worth lead, almost 10k net worth lead on the side of Geek Fam ID, and that's really big. And it's really difficult for ONIC PH to contest this one out. They don't have that much damage, even with the help of Dilar on his the ultimate. It's really difficult because it's just a single target area, and it's just a very small AOE. So yeah, play Turtle for ONIC PH, and then try to catch a very good Fatal Links into the Feather Airstrike combo. That's the way to do it.
I like how Venus here is being very, very cautious. Like, you see that? There were no minion waves. He just stood right there in the middle of the front of the tower and just popped the Feather Airstrike just to check. See, so this is the vision deficiency coming in from ONIC PH. Like, they don't know exactly where the members of Geek Fam ID might be. So their main scouting tool is the ult off of the Farsa and possibly Dilar walking in. So that's dangerous already. So Again, you're right, TDZ. Gotta play Turtle. Make the game last as long as possible so that everyone can get their items and get a fighting chance.
Indeed. But at the moment, well, since the Lord is already marching into the top lane, GEEK Fam ID is just waiting for the right opportunity for them to strike. And look at the positioning of the traps from this Popol and Koopa. All the nearest bushes has been placed out perfectly, so if they're able to catch one out, even the Avatar of the Guardian from Gatot, that should be enough, or even the ultimate of Lis Yi. And now, this is the time that they are waiting for. Lord already marching in, almost half HP on this turret. Avatar of the Guardian not catching anyone at all, but at least, oh, the Atlas is really difficult since there's a lot of CCs as well. And I guess, man, almost half HP. Can they defend against this one?
Oh, Joker took quite a bit of a hit there. Dilar taken out. Iyaknu gonna follow through. There's just 2 to defend here. TDZ, I feel like this is not gonna be enough. I think it's over. Game number 1 goes over to GEEK Fam ID. You know what? I'm gonna just jump the gun here. I think it came down to the draft, TDZ.